Hello, welcome back. Welcome back, boys and girls.
Hello, our clapped up donkeys.
What's up to our clapped up donkeys out there? Oh, I am bleeding like a stuck pig. Got cramps that could destroy a soldier from World War I. Let me tell you what.
Oh my God, she just was telling me about World War I.
Yeah.
At the rave.
Next, we're learning about the Roman Empire.
That I know nothing about.
Are you sure you want to post that? It's gonna be online forever.
How are you?
I am cramping.
Mm-hmm.
You have won this menstrual race once again.
No, this is my first time starting. Wait, no, last time I started before you.
I feel like you have been starting before.
No, that's the first two times.
Oh,
Because remember, for so long, you were like, nanny, boo-booing me.
I was on my nanny boo boo. Maybe let's start off with that. Do you have a recent example of you nanny boo booing somebody?
I'm trying to nanny boo-boo the guy that keeps parking in front of my house, if you know what I'm saying. But
oh, in a sexual way? Nanny boo boo.
We are kind of nanny boo-booing each other.
Us?
No, me and the guy that keeps parking in front of my house.
Right. How so?
Also known as the painter.
Oh, right.
We're just kind of. I don't know if it's all in my head, but I think we're toying with each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Came to my door to tell me my light was on the other day in my car.
That's so nice.
That's like second base, basically. What about you? Even NNBB at all?
NNBB. I'm sure that I have. You know.
I know. Recently, not so much, but in my past, I've been known to nanny and boo boo as well.
I seem to always have like a nemesis, and you know, the most recent example that's coming to mind is the realtor that was selling the house I used to live in a couple of years ago. That was like a long-standing feud.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Stacey Valens, if you're listening, I'm coming for your ass.
Get wrecked.
A male Stacey, we just already know.
It's a male?
Yes. I would never have an enemy with a woman.
Wait, I did know a sexy man Stacey in high school.
How do you feel about a male Ashley? Have you ever met one? What about a male Michelle?
Michelle's sexy.
Yeah.
That's foreign.
Right.
My brother was almost named Mackenzie.
Okay.
Which I think should be canceled as a name across
the
board, regardless of gender.
Yeah, I agree. I knew a Mackenzie in high school. He went by Mac.
Right. That's the proper choice.
That's
what about Ken? What about Z? That'd be sick.
Z. I do like Z. That's
Z names
sexy.
are sick. But
I know. I think Zoe's like a really cute.
Really suits you.
Oh my God, thank you.
But I will say the issue is that I think the further down the alphabet your name starts with, the less successful you are in life. I think that is like an actual thing.
Really? Wow, I'm midway, so that makes sense. Mid. Pretty mid.
I was going to tell you. Guess who sent me my bi-weekly text today?
Not his bitch ass.
Bro, I know. I was literally, okay.
Isn't he supposed to be on tour or something?
Does he even? Whatever.
Wait.
OJ's ex is in town. She's actually with us right now.
And she's sexy as hell. I'm staring at her. She's right behind the camera.
Sorry to all of our exes that we only refer to you as such. You are.
I know, but it's sexy and it's a flex for me. Okay, if I'm like, this is my ex-girlfriend, and she's like, okay, I thought we were friends. I was like, I mean, we are, but I need to make it known for my own ego
that we smashed.
Right. Repeatedly.
But yeah, I was telling Elise, who is staying with me, which I'm very blessed by.
Dude, for real.
I was telling her that like the last couple days I've been waking up not in, my sex addiction. Like, okay, whenever I wake up, I'm usually like fantasizing immediately until I get out of bed about some bullshit.
Always sexual?
Pretty sexual.
Yeah. Is that just the morning horn
sexual. Or? I think that it's just like an old pattern that my brain is in, and it's like something about waking up just has like a lonesome feeling to it sometimes. So I don't know. I think it triggers. I'm not sure what it is, but I've been waking up without that, which I've been begging the universe for a while now.
Yeah.
And I was telling her, it's like he feels it, dude.
When you stop,
he's like, oh, it's time to bother her again.
Right. What is with that? I feel like I know, but
I think that they just get their subconscious need for intimacy met by our pining, and when the pining goes away, the tap is
they gotta
plugged.
relight that match
Exactly.
with a little text. What did he say?
Anyway, some
Oh.
bullshit.
Delicious thoughts.
He's
That's
on some
such a-
hey you type shit.
If I could go back in time,
Let's talk about that.
I would not give older men the time of day, or I would have charged 10 times extra, because it's just simply like you
Not
are
a currency to be old.
right. And I do think that like older people spend time around younger people and are like energetically vampiring the youth out of them, because when you are like 19, 20, you really feel like you will never not have that youth in you. So I feel like you think it's like a renewable infinite supply. Yeah. So you're like, I'll share a little bit with this whore ass old dude, and then it's like,
Little did you know,
no.
that ages you quickly.
Yeah.
If I could go back in time, Botox when I was 16.
Oh.
Oh god.
It has been so long since I've gotten Botox for real.
I know, I'm all natural. I haven't even gotten a tattoo in a while.
Same. It's been like a year for everything. All types of needles.
It has been a year.
It has been a year. I do want to do a little tidbit about my facial acupuncture I did,
Please.
which is not Botox.
You gonna tell them about destroying butt Bowser?
I might. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have ever gotten acupuncture before.
Let's take them off.
Yeah. If you have not gotten acupuncture, I highly recommend it. Really, really recommend. It's uncomfortable. It's kind of painful, not gonna lie. But once you get past that, just an incredible flow of freedom and love and joy and relief, known otherwise as chi. And when you get all the needles in, you're like, I hope the chi hits me. Like, if the chi doesn't hit me, I'm going to be pissed. And then once that chi hits you, I mean, for me personally, it's like, and then I'm gone. I'm here, but I'm gone. It's like you're asleep, but you're not asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
It's a special kind of trance.
yeah, it's crazy. So I've been getting acupuncture done since like high school because, quick story, my dad was had to get like some sort of back surgery or whatever, and my mom was like, let's try other things.
Let's go to the east.
Yeah, let's go east before we go under the scalpel. So blah blah blah. He goes to chiropractic, which is a long spiky history for me, but goes to acupuncture, basically cured, no surgery necessary. So then they started becoming obsessed with it, and I started going with them. Okay, I've never gotten facial acupuncture done before. Went for the first time. It was incredible. I had, like I said, about 100 needles in my face. Some were going sideways, some were like fully in there.
I can't deal with the sideways ones.
Woo! So I have like 1 million needles in, and I'm like, this chi better hit. Let's just say the chi hit so fucking hard that I slayed a demon. Whose demon? Mine. Where was the demon coming from? My ass. I'll explain. So I see this demon. It's kind of like a quick flash. It's right before the chi hits, so it's obviously something that was being cleared out of my eastern channels. And it
Southern channels.
yeah, the anal channels.
Can't spell channels out.
Demon.
Anyway.
This demon, like kind of a classic demon, I'd say. Got the horns, got the smoke.
But the body of Bowser.
But the body of Bowser.
Got the body of a Bowser. That's what they said about me.
Oh my god, hold on. We went to this open mic last night, and this person brought up a puppet named Tickle Muff and was fully ventriloquizing it. And you went on stage, and your opening joke, which I loved, was Tickle Muff. That's what they called me in high school. Such a sexual name for a puppet that's talking to children about gender fluidity. Anyway, I slayed the dragon, okay? I went...
Someone's bitch is here.
I smell a fool.
Smells like bitch. Smells like a bitch. Anyway, wow.
Wow, and there he is. begging for his life. Shut the door. Oh, just dapping up the homies. No. Spencer, that's my sexy ass ex-girlfriend, Elise. Thank you. Yeah, we are, actually. Thank you.
No respect.
No respect for the church that this studio is. Speaking of church.
We're getting to that.
Okay, let me finish this quick demon. So I slayed the demon, hit with the chi. I'm out. I am in outer space, okay? I wake up. She's taking the needles out. I'm like, right? And there was one in my hand right here. And like 1 out of the 100 in my face was right here. She takes him out. And I feel just like this gush of blood on my hand. And I was like, needle must have been a little sideways. No. I was like, oh, I just lifted it up. She was like, whoa, a lot of blood out of that hole, right? And then she was like, how are your bowels? And I was like, oh, pretty normal, like once a day. And she's like, are you sure? It's completely normal. Everything's fine. And I was like, yeah.
She saw through the bullshit.
She saw right through the bullshit. Yeah. And she was like, well, that channel is from the large intestine and that never usually bleeds. So something is going on there. I was like, oh, okay, well, I do have.
I did just slay this butt demon, actually.
I did just
now that you mention it.
I did just slay this demon Bowser butt master. and it's probably the astronomical hemorrhoid inside me. So she was
you had to get that off your chest.
Mhm.
That feels good.
Yeah, it does. And so I guess that channel is cleared. So
the hemorrhoid is receding as we speak.
I do hope so.
I would like that.
I would love that.
I'm going to wait till I'm roided up before I get the surge. And then I'm going to get them all chopped off.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm just scared that if I feel like the hemorrhoid at this point is like holding vital organs. And like getting it removed is
Talk
gonna
about
like
chi.
all right. Not the butt demon actually
is
took host.
vanished into the hemorrhoid.
Took host into the roid. Yeah, surgery is nigh. Okay, so
I'm wanting another one soon, but
another
that's
surge.
That's
what would you do?
I just don't know. Something fun.
Oh,
something a little fun.
Surgery is not fun. In
you know
my
what is fun?
Mind.
Wait, I take it back.
Oh God,
church.
Right. Brings us to our next point.
We went to church together.
Hallelujah.
Last week and praise the Lord.
Except there was no God there. There was no Jesus. There was no spirit.
It was so sterile.
It was sterile. It was empty. It was cold. It was progressive.
Ew, dude. It was the most California ass shit
Where's the wrath? Turns out we need wrath to feel God. Because there was no God in that room. Nothing but, we welcome you and you. We welcome.
Where were the Bibles?
There was no Bibles.
I've never experienced a female pastor before, and respectfully to all my ladies, I never want to experience it again.
It's not the place for you.
I need an 80-year-old Southern man telling me about Psalms 88.
Right. I need some psalms. I need some hymns. I need some regrets.
I need some lamentations.
Right. I need some fear. I need some shame.
Yeah. So, okay, I get to the church a little before OJ, and the like old pastor starting out is like acknowledging that we're on like Tolva land and saying that we want to like decolonialize all of our practices. I'm like, okay. You know, I it sets a tone.
And where are we going with that? Is it evidence-based?
Right.
Is it just chirpy?
Is it just chirpy?
It's just chirpy. Okay, so
then OJ shows up.
I show up and I'm like, whoa. She texts me like a bunch of old asses in here. I walk in, bunch of old asses in there.
There are some old asses.
And I mean, it's church, so that makes sense. But anyway, we walk in, we sit down. The pastor comes up. She comes up and fully verbally describes how she looks.
She's like, this is for our visually impaired and for those watching us on the live stream.
It's like, hold on a second. Actually, you're doing them a disservice.
Right. What if they don't want to know?
And I wish I didn't know. I wish I was blind for that
right?
one. She was like, I have long gray hair, glasses today.
Used to be a mohawk. Not anymore.
Right. Covered in tattoos. I have some invisible piercings.
She's like, I have a lot of nature tattoos. I'm like, girl, where?
Shut the f
Couldn't
up.
even see any.
Right. And she's like, I use she, they, z.
And Espanol, es ella.
Es ella. And
I'm like, bitch, every Spanish-speaking person in this church, of which there are zero,
Zero.
knows what she in English means. Girl, come on.
Right. And I was just like, we don't need to go there. We actually don't need to go there.
And then the whole sermon was on the metaphorical welcome table.
It's all about the welcome table, which I felt too welcome. To the point where I felt very unwelcome. There was like a 25-minute segment just for the children.
Oh my God, and she did that whole segment about being like, this is an age-inclusive
Right.
a sermon. So she was like, that means if a child stands up on a pew in front of you and is looking around, put some sunglasses in them so they don't distract adults with the short attention spans. And just like riffs on like
riffs for way too long
all
about
the
that.
that were there.
Right. Like if a baby is crying, go ahead and take that child from its mother and bring it outside to give that mother a break. Everyone's like, yes. I was like, don't take anyone's child. How about we start that in the church? How about we don't kidnap? I know it's crazy.
And they didn't say God one time.
No.
They never said God. I was there for the Lord. I was trying to be filled with the Spirit.
Right. I wanted the God.
Let me tell you, I woke up at 9:30 nearly. I had to roll out of bed and roll up in that thing. And
you looked gorgeous.
Thank you so much. That was the worst start to my day I've had in a while.
Yeah, we were edged. We literally left early.
We left like itching, blue balled. It was like terrible.
Yeah.
And then I went home, which I cannot say the same for you. That never stopped chilling. Never stopped churching.
Never stopped chilling. Never stopped churching. I did not stop churching. I said, chirp, chirp, need me another church. And I was like, maybe I gotta go back home. Maybe I gotta go to what I know. I went and found me a Catholic church, but before I did that, I went to the Korean Christian church. He's asleep. He's literally asleep. Okay, well.
You're representing the Korean people.
Right. Our Korean friend is asleep in the back of the room. It was up till 6. Anyway, I went to his church that he's never been to. And at first it was like this sick ass band. They're like, yeah, like they're really fucking going for it. And like it was like a 7-piece band. And it was really cool. And I was like, I'm here for this. And well, I walk in and the woman's like, how'd you find this church? And I was like,
she didn't hit you like the Armenians, like, oh, you look Korean.
No, but every Armenian that I've met in LA is like, you're Armenian, right? And I'm like, thank you
I'm Caucasian, ma'am.
much for thinking higher than I think of myself. Korean church was cool, and they got real Satan-y real quick.
What were they saying?
They were like, listen, Satan has you surrounded. Literally, they were like, everywhere you go, yep, there's Satan. Pops out of nowhere. Satan again. There is no escaping Satan. The only thing you can do is come to this church.
Okay.
It was one of those.
They had an angle.
One of those. I had never been to a Christian church before, or a Korean church before, or a Unitarian Universalist.
I want to make anti-Unitarian merch.
Yeah. The one church that's like, we love everybody and we hate you. Okay, so I also left early from that church because I was just feeling like too much Satan.
Right.
Not enough God. Right? I was going there for
Isn't
God,
that
not Satan.
The rub?
Right.
Like, get the ratio correct.
Aren't the religious people supposed to be good at like manifesting? Why are they only talking about what they hate?
It's like, yeah, very fear-based.
Yeah, which I like, I don't know, forgot somehow. So I'm like, it's time to go home to Papa. Right? So I go to a very traditional Roman Catholic church. Beautiful inside. I walk in, I smell the frankincense, I smell the myrrh. I'm like, I was brought back. I was brought back. I see the garb.
There now.
Right. The holy water, I went, you know?
Took a little splish splat.
I went in the pew.
You in the pew?
I went in the pew. All the other churches just loose seating, no pew.
I know. What the hell? No armrests? No armrests in church? Y'all gotta be kidding me.
I have never heard someone complain more about having no armrests. Not even a 97-year-old.
Now that you know, you're gonna notice it all the time, brother.
I don't know. I can be like physically masochistic and like forcing myself to.
Well, I'm an athlete, so. Speaking of athleticism, can I just say real quick? I got this shirt at a flea market, and when I picked it up, I was like, I don't know, is this gonna fit? And the lady's like, I love that shirt. It's from the 80s. And I was like, 80s. No one had shoulders in the 80s. That's why they had shoulder pads. I was like, no one had these delts. I'm gonna rip this thing in half. Little did we know.
It's stretchy though.
It's perfect.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
amazing.
Love this. It reminds me of like a little bow tie pasta for the.
Oh yeah, the bucatini. Is it
the
bucatini?
bubatini?
A bubatini. Once again, we've accidentally matched, and I'd like to say you're welcome for that. Our little clapped up donkeys. Our little clapped up
donkey.
Okay, so the Catholic Church was crazy. Lots of stuff I remembered. Lots of stuff I never heard before in my life. I was really hoping to hear that one song.
What is it?
I'll do it.
Unfamiliar.
I'll do it. Christ has died. Christ has risen. Wait, no. Yeah, risen. Christ will come again.
One more time.
Christ has died. Christ has risen.
Oh, why are we hitting
Christ will come again. Another time. No. No, but
that's our show, folks.
That's an absolute banger. One of my all-time favorites from the Catholic Church.
It's
but
the remix, baby.
I didn't hear any of that. You know what I did hear?
Happy birthday.
No.
Okay.
I did eat I ate the body of Christ. A little bit of cannibalism, which is on brand for us to talk about. But then they get into politics.
Right.
And he's
turns
like
into Fox News all of a sudden.
Right. He's like in this prayer, it's like going really well. He's like blessing things for a while. Then he's like, and let us bless the candidate that is chosen to be the best for all. And then he's like, and let us remember
the aborted.
Right. He's like, let us remember that abortion is like, is it a mortal
Bless
sin?
the aborted and may their mothers go to hell.
Jail and then hell. And I said, why are we talking about this here? I literally felt like a zap and could feel all the women in the room that had had abortions. And I'm just like, wow, they hate themselves right now. But there were some cute moments. Yeah, 3 churches in one day was not okay. It was so psychotic.
You really went in, dude.
I went in, and you know what? I have no regrets. I'm actually terrified to tell my parents.
Why? Do you think they're gonna like it a little too much?
No, I think they're gonna be like, she's really lost it.
Because they don't go anymore, do they?
No.
I don't know if my dad goes anymore.
No, they do not. No.
No. Really
No.
lost it with this one.
Right. I haven't been to a church since I was like 8 years old.
Yeah.
Besides like a wedding here and there. Maybe.
Dude, going back the first time was, I mean, I'm sure you experienced it at the Catholic one, but it's just like all the like, it's like all the symbols that you haven't seen since you were a little kid, the Bible and the chair and the songs and the preaching. It's just like triggers so, I don't know. It triggered like for me, like a real sense of freedom and choice and autonomy. Cause I was like, I'm choosing to be here this time. I'm not being forced to be here, forced to like, you know, adopt a whole belief system as children are forced to do.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't feel the like life-ending fear and the incredible hunger. Like I was always so hungry.
Yeah. I was always drawing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was a big drawer in church.
I wasn't.
They had the pencils.
I didn't have any of that. Sometimes I would bring like a baby doll and just talk to her in my head. But speaking of 40-year-old men who I am no longer attracted to, the guy that was going around with one of them baskets saying, give us money or you're going to die. And he had long hair, which used to be a type of mine. No longer.
My ex ain't even my type anymore.
My ex ain't even my type. My ex ain't my type.
Flex.
And that's my biggest flex.
Flex.
But so he's going around the baskets, and I said, no way am I paying
For this.
Third church in a day, didn't pay for a single one. Okay. Didn't donate once. Because I didn't last the whole time.
Men online hate me for free. Why I gotta pay for it at the Catholic Church?
Right. So you know what I did?
What'd you do?
Because he's coming around talking to me. He's like, with the eye contact. I start praying. Eyes closed. I was like... I actually was praying.
I believe that.
But, and then after, when you can feel when somebody wants to you?
Yeah, like right now, I see you looking at me.
Girl, I can't even deny. But no, he was fantasizing about getting in these britches, right? And I was like, there was a part of me that like would have played into it because it's so wrong in the past me would be like, hi, I'm new here. I don't know.
Right.
I would, go up and what's that called? Intrigue. What do we call about it in the program? He was having an intrigue problem, and I did not play into it. And he tried to come up and talk to me a couple times after, and I was just like,
I am here for one man, and that man is Jesus.
Jesus. No, I just moved right along the road. And that was Sunday. Today's Tuesday.
Dude, that oil your mom made me is pretty killer.
Dude.
Killer.
My mom is a miracle worker, a medicine woman, and bona fide freak.
I didn't know Comfrey had all that going on with it.
Oh, she put in some other stuff. Never reveal what it is. Our friend Donka broke her toe, put this oil on that my mom made her. Toe not broken anymore.
One night.
The toe unbroke. One night, literally.
She woke up, she had another toe.
Careful with that raspberry leaf oil, though.
Okay.
It's going to make you horned up.
Oh, wow. Dude, you heard about that case that's going on in France? I mentioned it to you.
Oh, I didn't look into it because...
I can't get over how crazy it is.
Will you give us a little rundown?
I will, but it's dark, which I know that you're ready for. But it's a warning for our clapped up donkeys. You guys just...
I really love that.
They better love it, because that's what they're called now.
I know, but they weren't there for the original. It was before we started rolling.
If you're listening on... No, I think they heard the clap. If you guys heard the clap and you got the clap from us, you're a clapped up donkey. However, if you're subscribed to the Patreon, you're a healed donkey.
No, you guys are all our little clapped up donkey.
Dun dun. Donks.
Donka. Oh.
Okay, so basically this woman, she's in her 70s now. She waived her privacy rights to put this case on blast because it is so horrifying, which is honestly one of the bravest things I could possibly imagine a woman doing, because she knew she was about to get dragged through the mud, which is insane given the nature of the case. But she knew what was about to happen. But she said, you know what? Women all around the world deserve to know everything that just happened to me. Her husband, for over a decade, has been drugging her and letting every man in their tiny little town rape his wife. And there are over 50 men on trial for that he has allowed to do this over the years. And it's like the firefighter in the town, a teacher, a nurse, a doctor, like all of these men in the town ages like 20 to 70. And of course the case is like, she's literally like agreed to allow some of the, he meticulously documented all of them.
Of course.
So he has photos and videos, everything. And she also said that they could publicize the evidence so that people would know that what happened to her was real. And of course, what is the defense saying other than, is she even drugged in these videos? Is she actually unconscious? Like, asking her questions like, do you enjoy group sex? Do you enjoy threesomes? Like 100% blaming her for this stuff. Isn't that so horrifying?
My God.
Of course, she immediately divorced his ass, which is, she's iconic. She is iconic.
How did she find out?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think she basically started having, like, realizing she was having issues with memory loss and being like, what is going on? She started, like, experiencing, like, physical symptoms in her body.
I mean, she had to have gotten clapped up at one point.
She definitely got clapped up. And one of the guys who was raping her, he did it 6 times. He has HIV and hit it raw every time.
They always do.
She didn't get HIV though.
Okay, well, that's good.
But
Undetectable?
she got some other STIs and didn't know what was going on, obviously.
Oh my god.
Bruh.
Wow.
Bruh.
Wow.
Yeah.
So much to unpack there.
So much. I thought that you would maybe have some opinions, some
Well,
thoughts.
Okay.
So gotta breathe one out for the homie.
It's just like you could find a woman who would be into that and marry you, and you can be your little cuck self, and everyone's good and happy about it. But that's not what you want. Women not enjoying sex is most men's biggest kink, and that I stand by. And it is deplorable. It is dehumanizing. That is such a fucking horror show. Hats off to her to bring it all to the public, which did her no good, which we all know.
Getting dragged through the mud for it. It's insane.
This reminds me of more horrifying stories.
Let's go.
From the show Worst Ex Ever on Netflix. Okay? I recommend watching this show when you are PMSing and
At your worst.
At your worst. So you can just really ring that bell with it. Okay? So many examples of women doing the exact right thing as soon as possible, not letting a minute go by before they report it, call, display the evidence, do all the stuff.
But that makes you guilty somehow.
Right.
Somehow that makes you guilty.
This one girl. Okay. This guy, black woman dating white woman. Black woman dating a white man with a ponytail. And
God bless her.
Right.
God bless her.
Right. He's one of them like wood chopping ass dudes. So he gets upset one day. He's like awful, but she like loves him. And he like hits her one day. She immediately is like, okay, no, fuck that. Calls the police, gets a restraining order, immediately does all the right stuff, right? He creeps back into her life.
Into her garage.
Into her garage. Oh, you've seen it?
I've seen it.
Oh, fuck. Okay. He creeps back into her garage, starts attacking her violently. She somehow is able to escape the garage with an inch of her life, goes next door to like the apartment building office or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the office of their apartment complex.
Right. And is like, oh my God, call the police, The police show up. They go and talk to him. He convinces them that she attacked him. They arrest her. She's bleeding. Can someone explain that to me? I just have such a hard time. Not good? Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God. So it's just like whether you tell nobody and just let the rapist roam free, which has been my method so far. It's working out great.
Well, so much legality is like, obviously it was designed, built for, and created by men hundreds of years ago. And when it comes to like domestic violence, it does not even compute on like that kind of a structural level, because like violence like legally is about like standing your ground and like protecting your home. It's like, okay, what about when the violence is coming from inside your home, which is the number one reason that women are murdered in this country.
Number one cause of death of pregnant women is murder.
Homicide by men.
By men.
It's so bananas.
It's like, how can any... And it's crazy because a lot of those men are probably pro-life. It's like, this is their form of abortion, of just killing their pregnant wives. Oh my God, we're getting dark. We're getting dark. We're losing them.
Okay, let's go light.
Okay.
Let's be bipolar. Okay.
But it's like, what can we do? What can we do?
Hide in our homes.
Yeah, literally.
It's not safe there.
Literally. Hot girls don't leave their homes, especially after they turn 25 and they realize the grave danger that they're in.
Oh, well, I'm glad I went a whole episode without having a mental breakdown.
Honestly, the last one was iconic.
Thank you.
I'm saying no cuts, no edits. Let's show the people.
Well, maybe on the Patreon, they get the full mental breakdown.
Yeah, okay.
They only get a little.
We could easily clip that up and make it seem like we got into a fight.
Could we? God.
But it would definitely make it seem like I was in the wrong. So I don't know how I feel about that.
Sick. Oh. Oh gosh. Well, kind of want to just. Where are you at with stand up? Like, let's end there. I want to talk about stand up a
Okay.
little bit.
We went to a open mic last night.
Guess who was the last one to go?
Us. I mean you, technically.
It was me.
Yeah.
But right before me was you.
Woo! I've never been so like unsure or unaware of what I was about to say.
Really?
Yeah, I had no idea.
You didn't. I thought you were planning on doing your set.
Yeah, but I didn't.
I know that. When did you make the decision? When you walked up there?
I knew I wasn't gonna do the set just because like I've been doing like a 10 and I don't know which part I want to do for the 5.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I try to do a 5, I don't finish in time.
I hate doing the
because
5.
the audience is just distracting me with all of their laughter and joy and resonation.
So annoying.
So yeah, you know, I went up there and was just like, I don't even know what I said, bro. I started off saying something about my siblings, and then I was like riffing off of what other people were talking about. This one woman who's been married for 10 years was talking about how she like fantasizes about fucking other people every time she has sex with her husband, and the fantasies are like that this guy makes her sex slave and that he like forces her into all these orgies and stuff. And I was like,
After he rides in on his blood dragon, something like that.
yeah, something fan fiction coded, something dragon.
Right.
And I was like, listen up, lady. Enjoy your poopy diapers at home. Okay? Because I've been there as the sex slave and it's not fun.
It was so interesting hearing that insight because I don't know. Well, I mean, obviously I know monogamous people, but I don't know like long-term monogamous people who like openly talk about. I haven't heard a lot openly talk about outside of meetings, like how they cope with monogamy. And it was very interesting to hear this very beautiful, normal, like traditionally monogamous woman be like, I was like, damn, you have the same problems I do, low-key.
Everybody does.
Right?
Everybody
The human
wants
condition.
what they can't have.
Yeah.
No one is grateful for what they do have. But everyone's desperately trying. I'll give them that, myself included.
What's something your psychic reading back yet?
No.
Are
You
you
know
sure?
that she returned it. And I bought it
I thought
again.
You bought it again.
I did. But I don't know.
Damn.
I have to check in on that.
That's real.
Yeah. Oh, God. Monogamy is a trip. It's a trip. I was just watching this because I told you on the Jubilee kick, which I didn't know what this thing was until my girl was on there.
Yeah. Go check out my episode, guys.
Go check her out her Jubilee episode.
Yet
Sexy
another
as hell.
edition of me online where multiple people comment telling me I look like Tyrion Lannister. I'm like, I'm the tallest bitch in the room. How are you gonna say
Who
that?
is
to me?
that? Oh, the donkey?
He's the he's the dwarf from
He's the clapped up donkey.
he's the clapped up dwarf from Lord of the Rings from Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen that. And I won't.
How are you gonna tell me I look like a dwarf? It was the micro bangs. Anyway, regardless, moving on.
I know, that's crazy. She's literally 6 feet tall.
You were talking about Jubilee.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so on the way here, or I mean, not when I was driving for sure, but whatever. Earlier today, I was watching this, like, these couples get hooked up to a lie detector. And they're like, yeah.
We should do that.
Oh my God. I wonder how much those kits are. I don't know if I need to own one, but
got a rental.
we might need to get a rental.
They gotta have rentals.
I just don't know how accurate. I guess they're pretty accurate.
No, I don't know.
Because I feel like I'd be like, boom, 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 lie, you know? But I'm telling the truth.
I've been getting hooked up at that float place, and my biometrics are pretty solid. So,
Hell yeah, dude. I need to get back to the float. That she still is really lingering with me. Thank God.
use the chi, bro.
Yeah. Amazing. I feel like I haven't said a single funny thing this whole goddamn
Well,
time.
that's your period, babe. That's just your period talking. You've been very funny.
Thank you.
You've been charming and brilliant.
I haven't started shedding,
Wow.
so I'm holding on to all my insecurities, and I need to shed and let them go.
I know, bro. When I woke up this morning, I go pee. Nothing comes. It's just pee. I mean, something comes out. It's urine. And I look in the toilet bowl. I say rats, and then
There were rats in there?
no,
Oh!
I said darn. And then what falls out of me but a tiny droplet of blood? And Elise heard me from the living room. I said,
Hallelujah.
yes, bitch. I was like, let's go. Because this whole month has been PMS for me. I thought September was going to launch me into the future. It fully swung me back to the past in every way. I've been really struggling this month, but I feel fresh.
Yeah. That's kind of like the vibe of the end of the year. It's like,
I know. I definitely know.
The brakes get pumped.
We're entering into the darkness.
We are. Big time.
Whoa. But yeah, I think that's all like really culminating in stand up for me right now. I'm like, definitely just accepting that it's not a linear process. There's not a formula that works. It's
and nobody says you have to be funny.
Be garbage, for Christ's sake. Just be garbage.
Just be bad at it.
Be bad. And I really feel like I'm really getting to know myself very intimately right now. And I have to say, in the wake of like some of the sex addiction kind of loosening its grip, falling away a bit, I've been like obsessively listening to and reading like lots of philosophy, and like it's been like filling in a lot of gaps in my life. And I'm just like, okay, I'm reforming in my 30th year my perception on the world, where we're steering the ship, and my comedy's gonna follow suit, and it's gonna be brilliant.
Seriously,
it's gonna be great.
Seriously, yeah, I feel the same in a lot of ways about like kind of like putting the puzzle piece back together.
Yeah,
you know? The 20s were a lot of destruction,
right?
I'd say.
Trying to end myself.
Correct. Which I'm so glad we didn't, Nux.
So glad we didn't.
I know,
but but yeah, like you said, not just trying to end myself, but like destructive and like throwing so much shit at the wall, which I'm very grateful I did. Threw a lot of shit at the wall.
She was on her monkey shit.
I was on it. Clap the monkey.
Clap that monkey.
Clap the monkey.
Clap the donkey.
Well, our little clapped up donkeys, I hope you got the clap all episode long. And I hope you're clapping for yourselves.
Yeah.
Because no one else is going to, except for us. So that's why you should subscribe to the Patreon.
Oh my God.
We're actually your biggest fans.
We have like a lot of episodes to put on there. Not to be crazy, but
honey.
we're digging some up from their grave.
We're embarrassed.
Let's just say that. We're embarrassed, we're ashamed, and
you can pay for that. Sick, bro. I am so excited for you to bleed.
Yeah, me too.
I love the red nails. I think it's very iconic to bleed with red nails.
Yeah.
And yeah. Shit.
Yeah. We are going offline, our little clapped up donkeys, and we love you guys.